Hello, welcome to my channel. The day topic, I really gotta break it down about this word boss. The word boss deal with the underworld, crime lords. So anybody that use that word, they must be a criminal or you must don't know what it means. That's why when they be saying I'm your boss, I pay your salary. No, they don't. Um, the word boss is not a good word. If you don't believe, you can look it up. That's dealing with the underworld. And when they say I'm your boss, I pay your salary. Um, you won't find the word boss on no application. It's like when they be saying you don't need credential for the press. Yes, you do. And my cousin went to school for that, so he is a journalist. Y'all just say this like that because it's convenient to make money. Like I said, for the harass people. And the word boss mean you are overseer. That means you are a crime lord, and it also mean that you are overseer. Like what I just said. That they use that word for slave. So I'm an Indian. To take it from me, when an Indian tell you something, if he know what he talking about, he tell him the truth. Cause my mother came from a reservation, and way before I was born. So an Indian know what that is. And the time now is 6:24 Wednesday p.m. August the 17th. And I almost forgot I have to praise the Lord. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be nothing. So getting back to my topic, this goes to the audit people too. And they were saying about the press. Well, you can't show me where it says y'all a boss. Is that a law? Y'all always running that line and stuff like that because crime lawyers use that word. Go get the boss. So why would you say that? It's not a good word, and it's not a good word for African Americans either, because their ancestors was slaves, and the boss is somebody that's an overseer. So y'all must be the new slave owners, unless y'all that dumb and don't know, or you just like the sound of the word boss because it makes you feel important. I'm just telling y'all like it is. Nobody don't believe me. Look the word up. It's not a good word. All crime laws use that word. Al Capone used it when they said, "Boss, what do you want to do?" Boss came from that, and like chief, generals, captains, all that came out of Europe. I try to tell people because Native Americans didn't have no generals or captains or lieutenants. Chief came from. I can't speak for. I can't speak for every tribe, but the word chief comes from Europeans. Like I said before, when they saw an Indian gathering, they thought he was stupid, so they can try to make him a chief. Hey, let's make him a chief. That's where the word comes from, because they had chief. Some Native Americans know what I'm talking about. Like Native Americans had shamans and holy men, and a person that knew about plants or what to eat and what not to eat, like a medicine man. That's what he was. He could look right at something and tell was it good or was it bad. A European wouldn't know none of that stuff because he would come here and just eat anything. But a native, a medicine man, that's his job. It's like a Jamaican. He know all kind of plants from the Caribbean, so he's like a medicine man too. But getting back to these knuckleheads and stuff like that, that's what I want to say. Why do y'all like to use the word boss? I pay your salary. It's like the guy said, a lot of them never even had a job. I'm not trying to say nothing bad. That's why you can't have none of people like that make it hard for good people. Look what's happening at Hands on Harvard. The homeless in there harassing people. So they had a sign, gonna put a sign and said, paying customers only. The homeless go on that side, not trying to make the typical. They attacked the lady the day and they're trying to take her money. That'll make your customers go, well, you can't have nothing like that. And these I'm gonna call them not, but I'm gonna call them the overseers. These overseers, what you see go as known now as audits and stuff like that. A lot of them is criminal themselves. That's why I like to use that word. and they act just like a low life criminal. I see the way some of them talk, and that's why you will not see the word boss on no application. It just say fill out the application. It don't say fill out the application and fill it out to the boss. It don't say that because that word really don't exist on paper because it's a fraudulent word. And I don't. That's why they like to use it because most of them got a criminal way of thinking and they think the cops belong to them. It's like I said before. That's why a lot of them so nasty. They don't have no compassion for nobody. I know they hate cops because I can tell the way they act because they don't have a lot of run in with cops. That's why they figure we can get you back now with this Third Amendment crap what they be doing, and they use that as a handicap to get over on people and stuff like that. It's like I said before, that all gonna come to an end. And I see the way they talk. They think the cops have to answer them. My uncle, he said he don't never answer nobody. He runs to them other people. He said even though he don't want to say that, he tell them to go right to. I'm not gonna say it 'cause my child not a cussing child, but they act like they don't like people. I know they hate cops, but um, they have to interact with them. If they didn't, they won't have a channel. They need the cops to interact with them. And sometimes the cop don't even. I can see the cop face as soon as he see them coming. Oh heck, these clowns again! I don't need to. You want to have just like me when I worked in my job. You don't want to see no boss. You just want to come in and do your 9 to 5 with no interruption and stuff like that. And they try to let they understand this place is full of cameras. The cameras there for um for the safety of the workers and other people that come in, and they'll try to act like a camera, is not bothering them, the people. I would never do that. And it's see when a person doing something wrong, they gonna always disagree with it because they think they right. They think they genius. If you was a genius, you have your own separate planet. I like to see you do that trick. And the word boss, you won't find it nowhere on paper. Like saying it's like if I'm the boss. I said I'm the boss. I want people to fill out the application and make it out to the boss that you want to work for me. That's why I told my son never, ever, never call your boss. You call him like, oh, that's my employee, which he is. They don't understand that word boss. I told you it's dealing with the underworld, illegal activity and crime and criminals. They fit right in that category. That's why they talk to people like that. You even see bosses at jobs, fake bootleg bosses. What they like to do, raise their voice, and they can look at you, fire you for no reason. That's what the audit people do. They go in these places. They like to try to take somebody's job, but they feel like they God and they in charge. You ain't in charge of me. God is my savior. I'm not gonna listen to no mere mortal with a big mouth, and they like to harass people. I see how they do people. Even if a person is a gang member, like the cop tells him to leave, and the guy talking about shooting, he's still trying to get a goddamn video. I don't know what's wrong with them. And they don't believe me, whoever watching this video, look up the word boss. That's why, yeah, they may pay. It's like that guy said, they be in 20 states that they say they go to all these places. I know damn well cheap as some of them people, they probably bring their own stuff. You don't, your tax dollar won't cover every state. Your tax dollar only supposed to cover the state that you live in unless you buy something and your tax dollar still don't cover something cheap as some of them is. I don't even see them buy anything, or maybe a water or a bag of chips. That's about it. That ain't covering nothing. And they like to belittle people in their job. That's what the boss do. Like you see, New Jack City went to Wesley Snipes. He's make $5 change out of what his guy. See, that's what the boss like to do. And you see what they was dealing with. It's not a nice word, and like they was making fun of that cop or in America, and this black cop. And so was your ancestors in slavery. It's like a lot of y'all don't get along with Dominicans, Puerto Ricans. Y'all is related because if you know anything about slavery, they dropped some of y'all off in Puerto Rico. They dropped some of y'all off in Dominican Republic. and then they start calling you Dominican. Actually, y'all the same people. A lot of Latin, a lot of Puerto Rican Dominicans don't get along. Some of them do, but not all of them. So y'all don't understand that logic. Y'all the same people. Not saying that what I'm saying is true, and y'all gotta. But I know they not gonna stop it. They love that word boss. I'm telling people that to take heed of what I'm saying. Whoever's listening to me now talk about this boss, look it up. It's not a good word. I'm telling you the truth. You never call your boss boss. I didn't. I did before to my mother and my fiance told me what it really meant. And I looked it up. I said, wow, they right. So why would y'all keep using that word? But they want to belittle people. They don't care nothing about y'all. But if it wasn't for the people, I know Walter Cronkite, those news reporters, like the guy said, they probably turned over in their graves looking at these stupid frauders thinking they turned it, that they only know how to hold a damn camera. All they thinking about is making money, and a lot of them make a lot of money because they say so. I'll make more money. Who says stuff like that? A six-year old child, and a lot of them don't even act like they grown, and they the most annoying ass people. Even bosses give you some slack. They don't give you no slack. That's why I told them, if you're not prepared to talk to them, don't talk to them. Once you get in a confrontation with them, they'll just go on, and then when they prove their point, they'll come back in the building. I'm gonna come back in the building. So I want nobody to think that y'all sold me out. Like they said, I'm free to go and I'm free to stay. That's a dumb logic. If I go and play, like they know what I'm saying is true, and when they know what other people are saying, if you go in a place and sometimes they pretend they're not together buying a stamp, they probably use that one stamp. What the hell is that? They do that to make it look, and they were talking about we don't like confrontation. Yes, they do. But if they didn't interact with the people, like I said before, they wouldn't have a goddamn video. All they gonna have is empty air and talking. Because I see some of them talk, the person will say that's the best thing, and that's why I know they a lot of them. You don't know what's going on. Don't talk to the police. You don't know the cop could be. Of course, you don't know the person could, his child, somebody could have got stabbed. So you don't want them talking to the police if somebody stabbed the child. And they said people have killed more people than the cops. I saw that on another YouTube channel. This guy said, y'all keep thinking about cops and stuff like that. He said more people. Look at the gangs. They kill those African American gangs, Latino gangs. They wipe one another out every day. There's not no cops. So y'all can't say cops keep shooting people. Yeah, I know some cops do that. And you got good cops too. Bad and good in every way you go. And that's why I told a girl, she looked it up and she, you was right. That word boss, you cannot show me that on a piece of paper where it says you a boss. The word to me is illegal. Everything in this country is illegal, like I said before. That's why a lot of Indians don't like dealing with paperwork, but you have to do it now. But I understand to a certain extent, but I don't like certain things. And when I see something that's not right, I speak for it. And everybody hating on Euro, who bother me most? People of color. I don't know why people of color they always want to fight and beat up their own people. Like this black guy wanted to fight me, and for no reason, I stab and shoot you. Yep. I knocked his ass out too. I dare you trying to fight me, and when I'm not the cause of nothing, and then the people trying to wipe out Indians existence. All these people now claim to be Indian. 50 states native, you'll find a native speak their language. All these people keep saying they Indian. All they doing is talking. You ain't you can learn an Indian language that still won't make you a damn Indian. This is the way I talk all the time. Like I said before, y'all used to watching Hollywood like me and go get cheap, start on war. I said that in other bigger Indians don't talk like that. When Indian talk, you gonna have a southern draw or a Texas draw. That's where he come from. You're not gonna be talking like that. That's Hollywood. That little fake powwow, that fake drum beat, boom, boom. They use that in every western. That's not even a real Indian beat. Indian, when you play the beat the drum, that's your heartbeat. It sounds like a heartbeat. So I don't know what they're talking about. And People better stop giving Benjamin Franklin all the credit because y'all don't even know where the first, the second, third amendment came from. It came from Native Americans. I don't ever hear y'all say one damn word about that. And like this other girl, oh, the lady look like a white lady. Yeah, you saying that because you jealous of her because you want to be her. That lady was not white. That lady was a Lakota. Lakota. The indigenous people mean the original people of the land. Like when a person come from England, he's indigenous because he's the original people of that land. There's all kind of people now live in London that was brought there against their will, and that's why they have British accents. They can't help it. The bosses brought them there. That's what everybody keeps using this word boss. Even on jobs, I hear people say, "Oh, I'm gonna be late for my boss is waiting." I sit around in front of my boss when I work today. I said, "This is my employee." That word boss, y'all turn that up too much. Y'all like hearing yourself think, or like hearing yourself like do that. So when a person builds in their mind, they right. You can't tell them a goddamn thing, because they think they right about everything in which they not. That boss, I keep telling people, look it up, and tell those audit people when they say I pay your salary. And so yeah, but even if you do pay a person salary, you don't gotta treat him like he's shit. That's how they to treat the you gotta show respect. They want to respect them, but their ass don't like respect nobody because they don't give a damn about nobody. All they care about is their goddamn wallet and harassing people. They're gonna do that to the wrong person. Somebody gonna blow y'all asses away, or somebody gonna beat y'all up right in the street, and that's why I know they underworld criminals. Because why would you tell people not to talk to the cop? You don't even know the situation. Because y'all hate cops so bad. I hate y'all when a cop stop a person. Y'all always take y'all asses over there. Y'all say, why you interacting with me? Y'all like to interact with cops. You don't know, like, the person could he could be saying, yes, my daughter just got stabbed. And so you don't want to talking to the cops? That's why I already know a lot of y'all do street justice. That's a person that don't believe in the law. They the law. Y'all asses ain't right either. Yeah, I feel the same way when somebody do something to me. But I wouldn't do that. I learned self defense. Somebody try to fight me like the guy did. I just knock him out. That was self defense. I made a police report of it. It's like here in Connecticut. I gotta find out with my hands in New York is registered as a lethal weapon. It's like a gun is a weapon. My hands and foot and elbows are weapons. So I can't even hit nobody out here too much because I can get in trouble. A boxer, he's a lethal weapon, so he has to register. He can hit somebody and hurt them real bad. He can go to jail. If I ask a cop, he might have to go to City Hall and find out. But getting back to these people, it's a crying shame the way they treat people. A cop is part of the public too, so y'all treat the public bad, and they always think they're right. So now you know how a person get on your nerve, you just want to kick the living shit out of them when they don't even want to move. That's why the cops said, "I'm gonna arrest you." And they said, "You give me an unlawful arrest thing, I would leave." They shouldn't even have to take for a cop to say that, because y'all do be balling people there to work. If you work in some place, but see a lot of them like money, so they don't care. If you work in some place, you want to go in and have a nice, clean day with no interruption. They rough people at their job, and I see them when a person be talking, they're cut right. That's very rude. But y'all won't even wait because y'all think y'all own it. Y'all think y'all own people like slaves. All you need is a chain and a whip. You already got the boss word packed down. Y'all run that to the fullest. Y'all should get an Oscar for what y'all be doing. I don't like it, and I would never bow down to y'all. You don't supposed to bow down to a man or a woman. Another thing, a lot of them is misogynist. That word, I spoke about this in another video. The word misogynist, that means that a man don't like women. That's why they was calling people gay and stuff, 'cause they probably like that too. My mother always say you can't call somebody something you ain't tasted grapes or something. A lot of them probably tasted the grape. Always calling other man's gay. How you know he's gay? Oh, did you beat your wife? Did you beat your husband? They trying to make a video. That's why they do that. They don't like nobody, but they'll use people to make their video, and they using y'all images, and and you're not getting paid for it. Like I said in my other video, actors get paid for their time on the screen. Y'all be putting people image on the screen and y'all making money off of them, and you ain't splitting the profit. You just use people. That's why I know they criminal. The criminal, they use people to get what they want. After they get what they want, they'll slander you or they'll kill you. Oh, that guy told me he'd stab me. Come I see you around, see you again. I said, you fake ass OG, because OG not gonna see you around. He gonna take care of business right then. He not gonna let you leave the parking lot. He won't even have to do nothing. He just like look at his boys with that look. He only got to wave his hand. He just look at them when they see the eyes. He telling them to take care of their asses. As soon as you leave that parking lot, somebody gonna get blasted. And all these people keep saying that word. I'm giving y'all facts and the truth. Look up the word boss. Please do that. Because y'all gotta stop calling these people y'all boss. They're not. They just somebody that do pay people salaries, some of them, but some of them don't. Because they can't possibly spend their money in every 20 cents. They wouldn't even have no money to get home. That's why I know a lot of them be lying. So that's what I want to say, that the word boss, it deal with underworld low life criminals. Y'all like to use that word so much. Y'all running into the ground. Y'all don't care about people. Y'all have no compassion for nobody. Either the person upset, y'all will keep around feminine, but y'all want to make money. And y'all like when a person interact with you because you making money. As soon as he do that, I gotta get this person to say something. I even heard one of them said, "Let's go F with the police." Why? So y'all can make a little shitty ass videos. I see the way some of y'all act. Cause like I said before, that's why they like the word boss to deal with the underworld. That word boss. Look it up. I'm not lying to you. It's not a good word. Only criminals like that word. That's why I say you won't see that word boss in no application nowhere. So that's why they like it. It don't exist in in the real world. It only exists in the underworld. They were talking about the show when they say show me your press credential. I don't need press credential. Yes, you do. And a lot of them. That guy said, I heard this other cat. What's the name? He got a cat that they say they say that word boss. He said no, they not. Uh, they always ask you to show that other word. The press will show me where it says that you are a boss. It's not in writing. You don't see it on no application. You go get a job, it don't say no boss. If that was real, they would say report to your boss. It don't say that. Like I said, the boss deal with the underworld, illegal activity, sex trafficking, all that stuff. That's what the word boss. And y'all don't always talk about why you not out looking for children. Like children that's missing. Well, y'all must be pedophiles and rapists too, because that's why y'all like the word boss. It mean all that stuff I just said. Drug trafficking, child sex trafficking. All of them is bosses that's doing that. So y'all must be no good anyway. I wouldn't even put that title there. That's why some Indians got mad when people call them cheap, but they wasn't cheap. The Europeans been brought that here to America. Dumbass. I'm so mad at these people keep doing that. And they do be harassing people. You can harass people at your jobs too. I've seen other people do it, but when they do it, it's all right. I'm not harassing, but yes, it's some kind of person, and they were talking about where the signs at. When they see the sign, they ignore the sign. They want everything in right. That's why I know they don't know what they're talking about. Paperwork is illegal, all of it. Not just the law, but y'all follow the law. Well, the law is illegal too, because the system, they came with their own system, their own law. So y'all follow the fake law too, but I know you got to have a law now to keep people in check. And I think the armed forces and stuff for that. Y'all don't respect them either. Because y'all don't care. Y'all was want to make a video just to go like this that really made use of money. That's what y'all all about. Y'all ain't for nobody rights. Don't be running that crap legal. I know y'all be lying. Y'all bosses, all right. Underworld bosses for criminals. You hear people in movies, uh, hey boss, the guy want to see you. That's what y'all is. Y'all deal with the underworld. That's why what an underworld person like to do. He don't talk to the police. He don't like talking to nobody. He want to be secret because he's doing something illegal, and y'all act just like him. Y'all, that's why y'all that word boss fits some of y'all. Y'all in something they don't even know. Some of y'all probably don't even know what the word force means. I bet y'all never did research. Y'all would tell the cop, look, brush up on the Constitution. Like you don't birth the man in the world. That cop don't know you from Adam. I know a lot of, my uncle said when they see him coming, they say, oh God, these dumbass, fake press people. Like Champion in New York, I know he's a real reporter that y'all get to my, y'all journalists. I ain't saying you can't pick up a camera, but you have to go to school for that. Because a lot of y'all don't know how to edit it either. Y'all think y'all, I seen that little crap that y'all have on y'all's channel. So let me get off here now. I'm just being honest. You won't see the word boss on applications because it don't exist on paperwork. Y'all love paperwork, so Indians know paperwork is illegal. So that's all I wanted to say. Stop using that word. But I'm talking for my health. I know y'all not gonna listen anyway. But I had to get this out there. The word boss means overseer and stuff like that. So I'll talk to y'all later. I don't mean to bust people both, but you should speak for y'all. Open y'all mouth. Y'all wouldn't care anyway because y'all making money. That's all y'all care about is money. I don't see y'all giving charity to Native Americans or other organizations. Y'all just fill your own pocket. That's all for now. Donada Wado. Take care and have a blessed night. Y'all ish. Thank you.